We are going to give you our honest opinion on Malaysia. There was a little disagreement, but for us, KL would be a one-time visit. Good morning.
Morning.
You guys ready to go home?
Yes.
Excited to go home? It's been a great trip. Really had a good time. And Leon, he's been awesome, huh? Taking us all around, showing every day. I'm sure he had other things he could do, but every day he's coming and he's taking us to the airport as well. George, Kat, where are you guys off to next? What's your next trip outside of Thailand?
China.
China. You going to China for how long?
Really China for 9 days.
9 days. I think we're going in here for breakfast. Must be another good restaurant. Yep. Duck right there.
Never have a chance of
Bean sprouts.
Look at it.
And what is this called again?
Kway Tiao Keng noodle soup.
Very popular.
The name is not very popular.
Very popular.
I think so far the price is the best. But one thing is to a lot of customer like.
Leon says this is the best restaurant here for this food here in Penang.
อร่อยไหม
Have to have this
Okay.
ceremony. Thank you, Leon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
The bed, man, very the bed.
For the hospitality, really appreciate it. Come and
you
tell me
for
and
the
see
lunch.
us. Okay. Bye, buddy. Well, we are all checked in.
Areas, put your seat
Flying right
in
over
an
Bangkok
upright
right now. We
position,
should be landing
fasten your
soon.
seat.
One of our subscribers, she met us in Penang, and she also flew back to Thailand. Bye-bye. Well, guys, it's been fun. We really enjoyed it. We had a great time with you guys. We're looking forward to doing it again.
Soon,
Hopefully soon, yeah.
สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning everyone.
Good morning. So we made it back home safely from Malaysia. We had an awesome trip in Malaysia, 9 nights. In this video, we are going to give you our honest opinion on Malaysia. KL was really nice. We had a great time there. Unfortunately, we had to cut our trip short there by 1 night because of the transportation issue, which we showed in the other videos where we were unable to catch a train or a bus on a Friday that we planned on traveling to Penang. So we had to leave 1 day earlier. So that cost us an additional $50, $60. When we got to Malaysia, we did have some startup problems. George and Kat had hired a car, a chauffeur, if you will, to pick us up. And they were supposed to meet us after we exited the immigration, after we got our bags. And unfortunately, there was no driver there waiting for us. So we had to call around, or they had to call around trying to find out where our driver was. Come to find out, they said we need to meet them outside. And when we got outside, George talked to the company, and apparently there was a little disagreement, and company canceled our drive, so we had to catch a taxi. So I believe George and Kat did get refunded for that. And then after that, well, we finally got to our hotel, and everything was good. KL was really a nice area. We really enjoyed our time there. But for us, KL would be a one-time visit. It was nice. It was very nice, easy to get around. There's Grabs all over the place. You just call them, and they pick you up. However, we did have some issues on that part as well. It seemed like every time we called a Grab, for every Grab we needed, we had to call 3 because 2 would not find us for whatever reason. And we didn't understand why. We were pinning a location, giving them the landmark. But for some reason, we always had an issue getting a Grab the first time. A lot of cancellations. They were maybe on the other side of the street or whatever, and they would immediately cancel. So in the end, we found out what may have been a problem. Our last Grab driver told us what may have been a problem is when you come from another country, and I don't know this to be fact, but when you come from another country, he said it's best to, every time you call a Grab, to go in your airplane mode and then turn the phone back on, and then it'll give a more accurate location. But I don't know if that would work or not. We did have a few times. One time a Grab came, they were right across the street. We were on our way right across the street, less than a minute, and the guy took off and canceled for whatever reason. Then there was another time when we called a Grab. We identified 4 passengers. When he got to our location, he said, "How many?" We said 4. He said, "No, I only take 3." So we did have a few challenges with the Grab. Again, that could have been due to our part because we were given the wrong locations, and then the one with the 4 people versus 3 people. I don't know why that even happened. But anyway, that was really the only problem we had in KL, other than not being able to book a train ride on a day we wanted to. But a lesson learned. During the weekends, even here in Thailand, during the weekends, it's always best to try to get your tickets in advance, far in advance, especially if there's a holiday, and there was a holiday around that time also, I believe. So it was no biggie. We just canceled, like I said, and we moved on to Penang. The other issue we had was Wi-Fi. Everything is 4G still. Well, we actually bought a package flight to go here in Thailand. That's the first time we did that. Normally we buy a SIM card, carry it with us, take our old SIM card out, put the new one in and activate it. But we got the flight to go package. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but internet was really slow. So trying to upload videos was really a challenge. KL was a little bit better than Penang. When we got to Penang, it was really a challenge. It took us 24 hours to upload one video. So yeah, really challenging. Other than the Grab and the issue when we got picked up from the airport, I think those were the only real challenges in the internet, right, Gift?
I love KL, but KL same like Bangkok city. Just one time for me to visit, just one time.
Yeah, same here. It is a big city. Traffic wasn't as bad as Bangkok. I didn't find, in my opinion, I didn't find traffic as bad as Bangkok, maybe because the streets were much wider and a very clean city. Now, I'm not sure if all of Malaysia is clean like that, but where we were, it was very, very clean, seemed very organized. So we really had a good time there. Then we took the train, the business class train to Penang, which was really nice. Cost us like $32 business class. We were surprised. 2 meals on a train. It was only a 4-hour ride. Although we got off two stops earlier because George's friend wanted to show us that factory. We paid for the full ride to Penang, but we got off on a stop about 50 kilometers outside of our original destination. We definitely want to go back to Penang. We like the vibe there, the diversity in Malaysia, the people all speak English, things I liked about it. Food was awesome. No matter where we went to eat, the food was great. I did step outside of my comfort zone thanks to Leon. I really trusted him. He took us to some great places. He took us to the best places, the best locations with the best food. He knew his way around Penang. So big shout out to Leon, and thank you so much for your hospitality and your generosity, because the entire time in Penang, whenever we were with Leon, he wouldn't let us pay anything. And he didn't have to do that, and we told him he didn't have to do that. In fact, I tried to pay one time, and he said, your credit card's no good here. He just walks out of restaurants because he already prepays in all of those restaurants.
You just eat and walk out.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to take a picture of him.
Yeah.
Walk out
Yeah.
every day salon.
Yeah, Gift was kidding. We said, we're going to take a picture of you. We're going to start going to restaurants and saying he's taking care of it. From the very beginning, he picked us up and chauffeured us all around Penang. I mean, he showed us all around. We did get some bad weather. We were going to take a trip around the island. He was showing us around, and unfortunately, it rained, so we didn't get to see that. We went up to the Penang Hill. It rained previous to us going up there, so it wasn't really a clear day. All reasons we will go back to Penang. And everyone we ran into, all of the people, no matter who we ran into, whether it was the wait service, the hotel staff, anyone, just someone on the street that were really nice to us. Very, very nice people. Very nice country, actually. We really enjoyed it there.
When
Right?
we go the mountain with Leon, he driving, right? And I say, Leon, I want the Starbucks. He the best, really best guy.
The best, yeah.
Yeah, the best, that's the best guy. He stopped, okay, he find the Starbucks for me. Thank you.
He was very generous, very kind. No matter what we wanted to do, he was there for us from morning till evening. So, but also a big shout out to George and Kat for inviting us to go to Malaysia with them to show us around. Yeah. It's different when you go to another country with someone that knows their way around as opposed to Gift and I going on our own. We get to see a lot more when we're traveling with folks that know what they're doing. So that was a blessing in disguise for us. We really enjoyed that. We've done that with them in Singapore and now Malaysia. Their next adventure is going to China, right?
China.
Yeah, they'll be going to China. We're not going to go on that trip with them. In fact, Gift has her follow-up doctor appointment very soon, so she needs to do that. So we're going to hang around the house. We're going to go hang out at our cottage for a while, for a few days. I have a friend, an old colleague, actually used to work for me in Hanau, Germany, has just retired in Thailand, so they're going to come and meet us. We're going to go to lunch with them. So we have some things going on. So our travel right now outside of country for the rest of this year probably not going to happen, but we will travel to see our friends in Phuket and some other things. We'll take some other trips here in Thailand the remainder of the year. But going back to Malaysia, there's really nothing negative to say about Malaysia. We loved everything about it. Like I said, the internet, you know, that's something you just have to deal with, and the Grab situation, I think we got that figured out. Also, when you if you fly into KL, there are so many taxis and taxi stands waiting for you. You don't need to hire a car to come and meet you. After you go through immigration, you pick up your bags, you exit customs, and you go out. There's signs all over the place saying taxi service. Follow those signs, and there are more than enough taxis available. And in fact, the taxi was cheaper than a hired car that we had. I forget by how much it was, but it was cheaper. I remember George telling us that. So overall, nothing wrong with KL. It's just a bigger city, which we love. But I think for us, it's a one-time visit to KL. And there's so many other awesome places in Malaysia that we can visit. We will go to Penang again for sure. In fact, we're even thinking about driving. We'll drive south from here. We'll go to Hat Yai. It's a little town not too far from Hat Yai, I forget the name of it, where we'll catch a speedboat or a boat over to Koh Lipe for a few days, then go back to Hat Yai and then drive into Malaysia. And I think 3.5 hours we could be driving around KL.
About 4 hours.
4 hours, yeah. So maybe next year we'll make a trip like that. We're looking forward to doing that. But there's so many other countries we still want to visit. We visited 3 this year so far: Singapore, Vietnam, and now Malaysia. If you guys want to watch our series on any of those countries, we do have a playlist. If you go to our channel, Thai Girl Gift Foreigner Joe, go to playlist, and we have a playlist on our house build, have a playlist on our Singapore trip, on our Vietnam trip, and now on our trip to Malaysia. But if you haven't watched any of those series, we'd appreciate if you'd watch them. We put a lot of effort into making those videos for you guys and for our own pleasure as well. So even if you don't get to watch the whole thing, just turn it on, do whatever you do throughout the day, and we would appreciate that. But up to you, up to you. Also, if you've been following us on our journey and haven't yet subscribed, or if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, you want to watch more videos like this, please consider subscribing. It helps us. It motivates us to do more videos like this, and it's free. It costs you nothing. But if you don't subscribe, just keep on watching. We appreciate that as well. And now we are going to get settled in here because we are back home. We spend very little time at our own home. Man, we have 2 right now, of course. We also have the beach cottage. But we do appreciate you guys. We appreciate you following us on our journey. And as always, and until next time, stay safe, stay happy, stay tuned.
ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you so much for watching our video นะคะ Love you all นะคะ รักทุกคนเลยนะคะ บ๊ายบายนะคะ